Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tonya, and if you're returning, well today I'm going to be doing DIY spring decor. Now I use mostly Dollar Tree items for these designs, but they turned out so beautiful. We're going to go ahead and start off with those plaques that I got there at Dollar Tree, and I love this one because I was able to do something on both sides of this, and that way you can use this decor piece all year long. Now I sanded that down with my little hand sander, and of course I'm going to be using that white chalk paint, everyone. You know how much I love my white decor. And I did do a couple layers on here and dried in between each layer because it always works really well if you make sure the paint is dry, especially when you're using these rub-on transfers. Now, I thought this was the neatest little saying, you are a wildflower. So I just popped that on there at the top and put a few of those little wildflowers at the bottom. And what a simple design. Now, I decided that I'm going to be doing a little bit of the farmhouse theme. So I just wanted to pop farmhouse across there in the center, and then I just did the Simply Bless with some of those little greenery decals on there, and what a fun and simple little design this was. And here I have it displayed, everyone, outside on my new little table that I built. I didn't get to film this where I had built this, but it is so simple. All I did was take a wooden bar stool that I picked up at the Restore, and I found this just wood tabletop and just put that right up on top of there, and it made such a cute design. Now for our next DIY, we're going to be creating this beautiful birdhouse. And everyone, this birdhouse is from the Dollar Tree Plus section. And as you can see, it was $5. And after I got this design done, it was well worth the $5. I love how this piece turned out. And I love that I could use that. It was actually not a transfer, but it was more like just a sticker, and it had a little bit of the clear outline around the design. But I ended up putting some Mod Podge over this to seal it, so it turned out great like that. I was going to try to trim it down, but I didn't want to mess up the design, so I left it as it was. And I thought this was so perfect for this birdhouse. Choose kindness. And what I did is just made little slits like an X where I could just real gently pop that over the little stem coming out there, and then I made some little holes in the center where I could just tuck those down in. And everyone, this could not have been simpler and so cute. And all I did was add a little bit of greenery. Now that is some greenery that I actually purchased at Walmart, and I just happened to have that in my craft box. You could just as well use that greenery from Dollar Tree, but I wanted to add the greenery just because I like the way that looks. And you could have just left this piece just like it is, but these birdhouses are the perfect size that you could even put them on a post and just have them displayed in your home somewhere, maybe beside your fireplace or beside a doorway. But I just thought they were a really, really neat thing that Dollar Tree is carrying now. And here's our little birdhouse displayed outside under the tree. And I think it being under this tree, it just makes it look even more beautiful. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments below. Now for our next DIY, I'm going to be taking this letter box that I also got in the Dollar Tree Plus section, and it was $5. But I thought I was going to be using this for something else, and then I decided that I wanted to kind of have it setting in my kitchen and just have maybe some of my little seed packets in there. But this is going to be so versatile. You'll be able to just use it for lots of different things, because I ended up taking one of the new rub-on transfers and just putting that right on the front. And I love how it says Farm Fresh Flowers. And you could actually take this and put a little foam in there and then do a bouquet coming out of the back and then maybe your letters in the front. But I really like that I did that with this design. So you'll have to let me know what you think, because once I got this kind of all put together, it really had me thinking of really unique, fun ideas that we could do with these letter boxes. But everyone, look at this. This rub-on transfer is just perfect. So happy that Dollar Tree is doing these. Now, my little greenery and my florals, I did pick up at Walmart, but of course you can use the ones from Dollar Tree. I just happen to have these on hand because actually I'm going to be using something similar to this in a lemon design that I'm going to be doing coming up in the future. Now, I just took one of these little, this is like a little hanky, and I just wrapped it around there and put some rope twine. I was trying to keep this just really light and simple, and really love how this one turned out. And here's our little letter box setting out on the table outside. And everyone, I don't know about you, but I am hoping that these trees start getting all of their leaves. You can tell I'm here in the mountains and they're just barely starting to grow. So hopefully here within the next few weeks, we'll have some beautiful blooms everywhere and some beautiful leaves on these trees. Now for our next DIY, we're going to be creating this butterfly tray. And everyone, I was so surprised when I found this butterfly wrapping paper at Dollar Tree. And you know, I'm not real big on a lot of color, but I do like the kind of subtle, kind of almost pastels. And this reminded me of watercolor paintings, and I knew this was going to be perfect to set out on my little table on my porch. And it was a really simple and quick and easy design to create. Now, what I do is I just kind of really slowly maneuver my paper down in there. And you do have to be just a little bit careful. Just take your time. And I use my little tool from my Cricut, and that works perfect just to kind of press in the corners there. And everyone, this was just a really pretty one once I got it all done. And I ended up picking up a few things from Dollar Tree, like a green plate, and put some little lemonade in there, and just made a really fun design. Actually, I was hoping I'll find another tray similar to this, because this would be perfect just to have to serve your little luncheon on out on your porch or breakfast. Now I'm just going to use a glue stick to attach my wrapping paper, and it seems like that works really well. You will have just a few tiny little crinkly lines, but once I put my Mod Podge on there and dry the Mod Podge, while it's still warm, you can kind of run your hand over it a little bit and it will smooth down the rest of the little lines. And here's our little spring serving tray, and I think it just turned out beautiful. Definitely let me know what you think. Well, everyone, I hope you're enjoying today's DIYs. I know these were really fun to create, and I was really happy that I was able to put that little table together so I can display these outside for you. I think it really shows the colors of everything, and it just makes all of them look really pretty. And who does not love to be outside this time of year? Now for our last DIY, we're going to be making this welcome home sign. And this one I actually created to be a shelf sitter, but you could put hangers on the back and use it as wall art if you wanted to. Now this is one of the pieces that I found in the Dollar Tree Plus section, and it was actually in the Easter section. And I ended up just sanding some of the words off, and of course I'm just going to freshen everything up just a little bit brighter with the white. And it was really pretty the way it was, but of course I like everything that bright white. And then I ended up taking one of these little houses that I had picked up. I had already taken this house apart, and this turned out so cute, everyone. And it was another really simple one. Now I'm just going to take some of that matte black and just paint my house around the edges. And I like to take these houses apart because I think it's so much easier to put the paper. Now this is some paper that I had picked up in a book at Michael's, and you could use anything to decorate your little house with, but I really liked the florals on this design, and that's why I used this. And of course I'm going to be using that school glue again and just attaching that right on there. And then I really gently kind of hot glue around the edges of the house and just attach that back on there. But everyone, this was so pretty when I got it done. And once again, I'm going to be using some more of those rub-on transfers, and I was lucky enough to get there when they had just put out the new farmhouse style rub-on transfers. So if you haven't checked your Dollar Tree for those yet, I would definitely do that because I am sure those will get gone. Well, everyone, I hope you have enjoyed today's DIYs. And if you had a favorite one that I created today, don't forget to leave that in the comments below. And definitely let me know if you are still enjoying the type of decor that I am creating. And also drop a comment of some other things that you would like to see me create. I am working on that request for the lemon decor and also working on something with the little honeybees. But I definitely want to hear your feedback. Now here is our little welcome home sign displayed outside, and I just love how it turned out. Well, everyone, like I said, I hope you did enjoy today's DIYs, and if so, I hope you give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Now here's another little video of all of our creations today. And I think they look absolutely beautiful setting out on our new built little table. Well, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed weekend, and I will see you sometime the first of the week with one of our pop-up videos. And I've got a new theme that I'm going to be working on for May, so I'm really excited to share that with you. Well, everyone, I will see you on the next one.